In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the best mid-game guide in Roblox Bee Swarm Simulator. And let's get started. Now the first thing we're going to need is to stack a lot of nectar, boys. You know what I'm saying. You need to stack a lot of nectar for the simple reason that you are actually going to increase your honey. You're going to make much more honey when you get knocked out. Because for the simple reason, wait for it. Let it load, please. There we go. So as you can see, just 30 seconds of invigorating nectar gives such a good loot, you know? So it gives such a good buff, and you can stack that up to 24 hours, which is insane. But if you leave the game, it will still go down, so you pretty much kind of need to macro for it. I have a video here that will show you how to macro properly if you want to watch that. Now the nectars are really good for mid-game. I would mostly recommend you getting out. Mostly recommend you planting something like a tacky planter inside some flour, and then waited to grow maximum. Then probably if you have pesticides plant, or if you have pesticide planter planted in a spider fee, old from motivating nectar. Now, if you do not have pesticide planted, you can of course use candy planter, that still works very nicely. And for last you can plant red clay planter in either pepper, cactus, clover fruit. I would mostly recommend something maybe like pepper for nectars. Because pepper, patches of red sweet, and look like a plethora, grows faster in red and red fields. The second thing is a thing that you should not do. You need stingers. What you're going to do, you're going to go here to the scam shop called the Stinger Shop. Do not buy it. Do not buy stingers with tickets. For the simple reason that that's 1,000 for only 100 stingers. That's 1,000 tickets for example, if I want to rebuy my demon mask because I already have it, if I want to rebuy it, I will need about almost 4,000 tickets, which is insane, and I would not buy it. One stinger costs 10 tickets, which is a total scam. 10 stingers cost 100 tickets. This is another absolute scam, so please do not buy it, please. If you want to get a status fast, I am going to make a video on that pretty soon, and I'm going to show all the ways to get strangers fast. But anyway, when I went your time, let's go to the third way, which is materials. You need to stack a lot of materials, but hell, well, simply, when you unlock 15 badges, you go on this, and this is called Blender. You want to go here, and as you can see, you can craft tons of stuff. Now for mid-game, I was mostly actually save up for something like the honey mask. For example, if you don't have the honey mask, I would save 50 oils, 25 enzymes, 5 gold eggs, and 10,000 treats. You know, I would save for honey mask. Now, another thing that people do as a big mistake is do not buy bubble mask or fire mask unless you have a demon mask. For example, if you have demon mask free, you're free to buy the fire mask because of the ignite. Or if you have diamond mask, you're free to buy the bubble mask for the bubble. I don't know what was it called, but something with bubbles. But do not buy fire mask and bubble mask as a mid-game player, for the simple reason that you are going to waste your materials, which you can actually use to craft this things, the cobalt guard and the crimson guard. You can use these to craft these op tanks, which are the best guards in the game. They are here on my shoulder, but because of that stupid morph, you cannot see them. But you know, they leave this little trail effect, but these are the best guards, and that's absolutely amazing. Now another thing that people underestimate, mostly mid-game players, is doing quests. Make sure you do quests a lot of times. For example here, I got from Black Bear the whole lot. It's very easy, and it will give me some good loot. Make sure you mostly do. If you haven't done on its quest, make sure you do the on-star journey. Make sure you complete it for a free star treat. And when you've completed, let's say, the Spirit Bear. But we're talking about mid-game, so you mostly haven't. Make sure to focus on Spirit Bear. It will give very good rewards now, when you've completed all those quests. When you're almost when you're almost late game player, you want to go to the Upper Bear and complete Dapper Bear quests, because they can give such good loot. They are a bit difficult, but make sure you grinding those out too. Now, what way was it? I don't remember, but the next way is Hive. Most mid-game players are like, I don't have SSA, but I think I can work out as a blue Hive or a white Hive. That's a big error. Why? Well, as a mid-game player, you still have tons of quests. Second is you don't have Supreme Star amulets, and third is you don't have a lot of honey to actually gift your bees, and you don't have a lot of mythic, so you're probably going to spam something like tons of bees, and then You're going to. You wonder why you make absolutely no honey for a simple reason that you are not mixed. For example, if you now people say, firstly, get SSA, and then switch to a specific hive. No, do not do that. Firstly, complete all quests in the game for second. Firstly, complete all quests in the game except Dapper Bear, and then second is get SSA, and Tau is stack at least like 10 trillion to switch. You know, if you want to properly switch, stack something like 10 tree and honey, and then immediately switch to blue hive. You know, make sure you start with a blue hive. But yeah, now for a perfect mixed hive. I would probably do a video about it. So stay tuned for that because it might or may not be my next video. Stay tuned. Now, the next thing is, oh, planters. What do you mean by planters? We already covered that specific topic. Well, no. This is different because specific planters can give you specific loot in the specific field. And if you did not understand what I mean, just watch. For example, plastic planter can give you a free super every month. I have claimed, I think 3 weeks ago to have. I still have a couple days to actually regenerate. But make sure you grab your plastic planter and plant it in Rose Field. And there is a great chance to get a super smoothie. After you get that super smoothie, you have to wait a moment to get it back. A free super smoothie that gives all buffs, alright? That's amazing. Now for another specific planter. I'm talking about Candy Planter because most mid-game players have issues with glues. But Candy Planter fixes all of that. Plant Candy Planter in Stump Field, and you have a chance to get them. So when you harvest it, when it reaches 100%, there is a big chance to actually get something like 11 glues. That's amazing. For example, I got the gummy baller a week ago, and as you can see, it costed 1500 glue. So I'm lacking glues right now, and that's why I'm planting it myself. It's a pretty overpowered, so make sure you get it all. Also, another thing is make sure you kill your stump snail. Now make sure you kill your tunnel bear, because tunnel bear can actually give tons of loot. Now? What should you focus when you're mid-game? The things you should focus on mid-game for now for pollen are mostly in total pollen, and actually kind of the white, red, and blue pollen. You should actually kind of balance them. For example, 300% blue pollen, red pollen 300% or 250%. You should focus on balancing them to actually get tons of honey. Now the 3 main nectars that you should be focusing on are satisfying nectar, motivating nectar, and invigorating nectar. Because, as you can see, motivating nectar gives convert rate and ability rate. The satisfying nectar gives white pollen, and in total, it is very good. And invigorating, we only need it because of the attack. It will help you a lot. So 1.5 times capacity and stuff, you know, all that good loot. Also the King Beetle amulets, it's also very overpowered, and it gives some good fields. The moon amulets cost 100 moon charms to generate, but they give some good loot. Also Robo Bear Challenge, it was introduced in Beesmas 2022, and it also gives Cog Amulet. Make sure you get attack and pollen. And lastly for the Stump Amulet, focus on different fields that are mixed. And also get some convert rate on it, since it will increase your honey making. If you enjoyed today's video, drop a like and subscribe for my efforts. Because I take a lot of these videos, take a lot of research and hard work to do. And I'm trying to focus on school and videos. That's why I'm trying to post every 2 days, or sometimes even every day. So I will be very thankful if you subscribe and like this video and share it all to help other people know the ultimate mid-game guide. And also I made memberships. You get cool badges in the emojis, and you get priority reply whenever you comment on my channel. Because many people comment on my videos, sometimes I cannot see your comment. But when you are a member, I will always see your comment, and I will always reply on your comment. So have a great day or night, and peace out.